Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the... They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down. Right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Derrick Henry,
the numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 21 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
16 yards, a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
11 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He is good. Makes the score Titans 3.
Able to move the ball on that drive yet. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. You like that? And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Tennessee.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson gonna run. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hitting double digits with him. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers in the postseason. The Titans a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But when that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
At the 24-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the touchdown. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Complete to
A.J. Brown hitting double digits with his And they'll run the option to start the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans.
That's it!
And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down, and that is incomplete here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it to...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They begin with Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Derrick Henry. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
6-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Titans.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10. at their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
That's the
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield looking for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the... The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
It's a gain of 10. And a Titans first down.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with his third touchdown of the ball. Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On first down, it's Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead. But these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll run on first down. Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, Henry. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On first down, it's Henry, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Come on, dog!
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And these guys are going to take over. So for the Titans, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL.